No matter where you come from, no matter where you're going, here's a place where you can take comfort in the knowing that whether if you've come to stay a while or just passing through, this door is open to you. Come and let's be silent. Come and share a hug. Come, let's pray together. Come, love and be loved. From the blissed out to the turned out, from the pampered to the abused, this door is open to you. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. The God in us recognizes the God in you. The God in you. Whether you're black or white, gay or straight, Christian, Buddhist or Jew, this door is open to you. If there's some kind of trouble or pain you're going through, know that you are not alone and someone cares for you. As an individualization of divine point of view, this door is open to you. This door is open. This door right here, this door is open to you. Is open for you. This door is open to you. This door is open. I'm talking about this door. This door is open. I said this door is open to you. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. The God in us recognizes the God in you. The God in you. Whether you're black or white or gay or straight, Christian, Buddhist or Jew, this door is open to you.
This door is open for you, literally. We want to welcome you here today in the building, here on the patio, and we want to welcome all of our live streamers. If all of you would just take a moment and turn around, we want to welcome all those who are joining us from near and far. We're in for a treat today. You know, since I've been here, this is my 7th year, we have never given the band a day off. And when I said, would you like a Sunday off, it's almost like they ran. They were so ready. They're like, yes, thank you, bye. So they had the opportunity to do something else today, and you are in for a real treat. Because if you have never experienced Karen Taylor Good and Stowe Daly, when they combine themselves to be StoweGood, you are in such a treat. So, and for such a treat, so I want to thank you. But every Sunday we like to begin our time together in prayer. So I invite you to just take a moment to close your eyes. And as we turn our awareness within, we do so in that spirit that says, yes, home. Home. There is one power, one presence, one animating spirit that enlivens all creation. It is the one power and the one presence that is the essence of every cloud, of every tree, of every bird. It is our very heartbeat. It is our very breath. It is I am that I am beyond form. It is the pure spirit of the one expressing right here and right now. Today we remember that truth. We open in a way that allows us to become the way. We realize that we are here this day by divine appointment if we open to that. And so we give thanks for this sacred opportunity, this beautiful day, a day to be blessed, and today, a day to be the blessing. And so in the name and in the nature of all that is, and all that is holy. Amen. Thank you so much for being here again today. If you have not yet turned your cell phones off, we'd greatly appreciate it if you would turn those off or at least silence those or lovingly put them on stun mode, as we say, so that only you get to experience the joy of your phone. I don't want to take up very much time today because we have an incredible opportunity to enjoy Karen and Stowe today. But for those of you that may not know, I wanted to just share a little bit. Karen Taylor Good. I just started listening to Karen's music many years ago. Moved me very deeply. She is a Grammy-nominated songwriter. She wrote the song "How Can I Help You Say Goodbye" and others for hits for Patti Loveless, Diamond Rio, Melissa Manchester, just to name a few. They're both from Nashville, Tennessee. She's recorded albums and movie soundtracks with Willie Nelson, Al Green, Dolly Parton. Her songs are used to help Child Help USA, the Compassionate Friends, and the National Hospice Foundation, just to say just a few. When these two decided to team up, they refer to as a sister from another mister. You know, if you've got a sister friend that is that close, it's a real blessing. Well, Stowe Daly is an incredible singer-songwriter, best-selling author, cancer survivor. She co-wrote the hit "Long Time Comin'" for the group Shenandoah. She's also co-authored several books, including Flying High, which was featured at the I Can Do It conference in Toronto. And again, when you put these two together, you've got StoweGood. They recently recorded a TEDx talk and are traveling, I think the first time after, 14 months on the road, and we have a gas shortage. That's called faith. You know, when a minister has a week off, it takes a lot of time to put a Sunday talk together. It takes a lot of time. And so I reached out Friday and said, are you still coming? Because I don't have a talk together. And they said, we'll be there. And I said, there's not a lot of gas around here. And when they still said yes, I said, that's faith. I appreciate their being here. This morning I read, "I am grateful for the struggles that strengthened me, the lessons that softened me, the roads that taught me, and the love that brought me here." We want to thank you for the love that you are and the love that brought you here. Would you welcome Karen Taylor Good and Stowe Daly?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Woo-hoo! How exciting to be in front of a live audience.
I know.
Real people.
It really is. We spent 14 months singing to a little bitty camera lens about this big.
Learning our way around YouTube.
Yeah. Okay, so very recently, a wise teacher of ours said this: "Our purpose is to be a living, breathing, walking, talking expression of divine love." We just love that. We're going to say it again. Our purpose is to be a living, breathing, walking, talking expression of divine love. So we're going to do a musical prayer and some breathing while we take that message in. if you've gone off to some lovely place, please come back now. We need you. Well, this morning, we are going to be talking about and singing about returning to our divine purpose. We'll be exploring some of the things that might take us off track.
Yeah, like it's often our human characteristics like perfectionism, lack of self-love, and listening to the outer voices instead of our inner GPS that keep us from our divine purpose.
So the year 2020, anybody remember that year? The year the world came to a screeching halt and slowed us all down and really brought us back to the basics. So many of us had been on autopilot. I know we were, you know. Book a gig, drive to gig, schlep in equipment, do the sound check, do the gig, sell product, tear down, drive home, book a gig, drive to the gig, schlep in the stuff, rinse and repeat.
So one of the last gigs that we did before the poop hit the fan was a seminar with a wonderful woman named Patty Moore, and she coaches hospice organizations and professionals, and the name of her seminar was called Return to Purpose, and she commissioned us to write a song by that title, Return to Purpose.
So we wrote the song, we presented it, and they loved it, and we were very pleased with ourselves that we wrote this song for these hospice people that had meaning to them. We really had no idea that in just a few months, our lives would be turned upside down. I think the pandemic gave all of us a chance to stop the madness and ask ourselves, what is really important in this life? You know, it's family, healthy bodies,
Toilet paper.
and perhaps a return to our divine purpose.
Well, let's start that over again. Can we roll the tape again?
So, no, this is not a YouTube video. This is live, actually.
Sometimes I feel like giving up, 'cause I'm all given now. And I wonder why I'm even here. But somewhere deep inside, I still feel the fire. My destiny is calling to me. Return to purpose. Get back to the dream that makes my heart sing, brings more meaning to everything. Return to purpose. Ooh. Help me remember that younger me who knew what she was born to be. Seems like she got lost along the way. But she still whispers in my ear, her message sweet and clear. This world needs you now, I know you know how. Return to purpose. Get back to the dream that makes my heart sing, brings more meaning to everything. Return to purpose. Ooh. So many humans all in remember who you are. Listen to your heart, make a brand new start, and you're on your way. Return to purpose, get back to the dream that makes your heart sing, brings more meaning to everything. Return to purpose, return to purpose. Ooh.
Return to purpose.
Get back to the dream.
Return to purpose.
Get back to the dream.
Return to purpose.
Get back to the dream.
Return to purpose.
Get back to the dream. Oh.
Thank you.
The sound of applause is sweet.
It's pretty wonderful, isn't it? Thank you. Thank you. So sweet.
It helps calm my jitters.
Me too.
So the first inkling that I got of what I believe to be my divine purpose came from music. Playing guitar, writing songs, and singing them brought me great, great joy. And if I only did it in my room, which was located right here in Asheville, North Carolina, where I was born and raised, this was perfect. I could do it to myself and enjoy it in the privacy of my room. But then came the big dreams. As I listened to Paul McCartney write, he just cranked out hit after hit for years and years, I thought, this is what you can do with your songs. You can write hit songs, get them on the radio, send them out to millions of people, and make a lot of money. Woohoo! Sounded good to me. I took the bait. I worked on my craft for years, and it finally brought me to Nashville, Tennessee, where I signed a deal with a publisher. I was encouraged to write very meaningful songs about honky tonks, drinking, and cheating. I even got to write with Garth Brooks, and we wrote a song about cheating. So I was fortunate enough to get some songs cut. I even had one hit that was on the radio, so that was cool. But after about 5 years, I realized this is not fun anymore. I wasn't writing from my heart, and I found myself crying a lot and feeling rather sad. I was pursuing my dream, but I had unknowingly wandered away from my purpose. So I made the decision to quit the music business. I started a family. I homeschooled my children for years. I wrote a few books. I survived a near-fatal bout of cancer. And 10 years ago, I became part of this duo. But always inside, still, there was this feeling that I had somehow failed. But during the last year of lockdown, I had a change of heart, and more importantly, had a change of mindset. I came to the place where I asked myself, what if I could release this mindset that I created in my childhood, that my songs are only valuable if they are hits on the radio, reaching millions of people and making lots of money? What if I could be happy, joyful, that at my age, I'm still getting to do music? What if the songs that come from my heart about life and death and fear and spirituality, what if it's okay that they reach just one person, touch the heart of one person? And what if they reach the hearts and touch the hearts of of you guys here at Unity of the Blue Ridge. 80 people. Would that be enough? Could that be enough?
I'll bet it could.
I think so.
Well, the first inkling I had of what my purpose might be had everything to do with my voice. There I was in El Paso, Texas, where I was born and raised, sitting out on the playground, age 6, Mesita Elementary School. And I found myself singing one day, Tammy, Tammy, Tammy's in love. And I started to cry. And I went, oh, what is that? That's fun. I like this thing. And indeed, my voice got this very shy, very socially awkward child through high school by singing in the choir and musicals, and college as well. Then I graduate. Okay. Oh, I bet I'm supposed to use my voice in bar bands, singing Proud Mary to really drunk people until 2 o'clock in the morning. No. I did that for a couple years, and boy, I got the message, I don't think so. Okay, so then I moved to Memphis in my early 20s, and I got a job punching a time card at 8:30 in the morning and out at 3:30. And we sang meaningful stuff like WWNC, Asheville. Did that for a few years, and that wasn't feeling quite right. And it didn't pay very well at all either. So then I go up to Chicago, and I got paid a lot to sing really meaningful stuff like taco salad, ooh, what a treat, made just for you in a bowl you can eat. Taco Bell, it's just made for you. Yeah. What was I thinking? I know you'll find it hard to believe that didn't feel right either. So I moved to Nashville, and I thought, I will be a country music star. I neglected to ask myself a very important question. Karen, do you like country music? The answer was no. But now I will use my voice. I will use my gift. It will be my purpose to sing whatever you want me to. Songs about drinking and cheating. And I got as far as an ACM Award nomination for Best New Female Artist. However, I was very unhappy, and I knew that I was a big phony. So I quit that path. And I was gifted with another wonderful gift, the gift of songwriting. And I wrote the song. It was one of my first songs, How Can I Help You Say Goodbye? It was a song from my heart, and it was meaningful because it was for real. And I recorded my voice singing it. So the tape makes its way up to New York City, and it lays on the desk of the head of Atlantic Records for several months, and then he pops it in and he hears it. And all of a sudden, I'm being flown up to New York City, first class. And I'm met at the airport by a chauffeur holding a sign with my name on it, which I kept. I kept that sign for years. And I thought, this is it. This is it. I walked into his office, and I saw the look on his face. And I realized that he had fallen in love with my voice, but he had made up an 18-year-old to go with it. And when I walked in, he realized that voice was attached to a then 40-year-old woman. So there went that plan. The song ended up being recorded by Laura Branigan and Al Jarreau and Melanie and lots of people in Europe, and Patti Loveless's version got me a Grammy nomination. Wouldn't you think that would be enough? No. I was so sad that it wasn't my voice that was going to be heard by millions of people. So I spent the next 25 years finding a very special audience for my heart songs. And you have to know what a surprise it was for this nice Jewish girl from El Paso, Texas, to find that audience at Unity churches all around the country, all around the world, actually. Very lovely blessing. Where people would come to be spiritually fed, where they would not be drinking and eating and talking. But I will tell you, there was always some sadness there with me feeling like a failure and not enough. Very shortly before the pandemic before the pandemic hit, I heard a poem, me who thought I didn't understand poetry. One poem, a 32-word poem that changed my life. Stowe was there. We both heard it at the same time. I sobbed and sobbed. I was a big snotty mess. Listen, this 32-word poem, and I've asked Stowe to share the poem with you and tell you about it.
It's called Enough by David White. Enough. These few words are enough. If not these words, this breath. If not this breath, this sitting here. This opening to the life we have refused again and again until now. Until now.
So we just want to say that if you have been a fellow sufferer like us, always feeling that you must do more, be more, have more, let this be the moment that you relax and breathe into the knowing that whoever you are and wherever you are right now in this moment is exactly who and where you are supposed to be. In this moment now, I lay all struggle down, searching for, wanting more. Now at last I'm free. These words are enough. This breath is enough. Oh, what joy to breathe the air of sweet relief. Letting go, no need to know. All will be revealed. These words are enough. These words are enough. This breath is enough. Once a veil of mystery, I close my eyes to see. Perhaps the greater plan is knowing that I am enough. So this being human stuff ain't easy. It ain't easy, is it? But we believe that two of the gifts that God, the universe, has sent to us to help us have this human experience must be humor and friendship.
Amen, sister. Of course, we wrote a song about it.
Had to.
1, 2, come on, shoot.
New friends are silver, old friends are gold.
We must be platinum, sisters of the soul. then we'll be new friends.
Hey, Stowe, maybe we'll be neighbors.
Yeah.
And you can live next door.
And we'll go out to dinner every night at 4.
Our boyfriends will be youngsters in their early 70s. Quite a pair of cougars, yeah, that's you and me. And we'll always remember all our grand adventures, yeah, we'll reminisce in rocking chairs. We'll be friends until we're old and senile. Everybody. Then we'll be new friends. A friend like you is a gem to treasure. Now more than ever, I suppose. 'Cause you know, life is like a roll of toilet paper. The closer to the end, the faster it goes. And we'll always remember all our grand adventures. Yeah, we'll reminisce in rocking chairs. We'll be friends until we're old and senile. Everybody. Then we'll be new friends. New friends. Yeah, we'll be new friends.
Hey there, Karen. I think this could be the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
What'd you say, honey?
Yeah, we'll be new friends.
Thank you.
Save this roll of this toilet paper. That stuff's valuable. So we'd like to share a story. You might have heard it before, but it's a lovely story by Lauren Isley.
But first,
A word from our water.
once upon a time, there was a man who had a daily habit of walking beside the ocean before beginning his work. One morning, as he walked along the shore, he looked down the beach and saw a human figure moving like a dancer. He smiled to himself at the thought of someone who would dance to the day, and so he walked faster to catch up.
Getting closer, he noticed that the figure was that of a young woman, and that what she was doing was not dancing at all. He watched as she gracefully bent down toward the sand, picked up small objects, and threw them into the ocean.
He came closer still and called out, "Good morning. May I ask what it is that you're doing?"
The young woman paused, looked up, and replied, "Throwing starfish into the ocean."
"Why?" The man looked at her curiously. "Why are you throwing starfish into the ocean?"
"Well," she said, lifting her eyes to the sky, "the sun is up and the tide is going out. If I don't throw them in, they'll die."
"But my dear, do you not realize that there are miles and miles of beach, and there are starfish all along every mile? You can't possibly make a difference."
At this, the young woman bent down and picked up yet another starfish and threw it into the ocean. As it met the water, she smiled. It made a difference to that one.
Do you know how much you matter? Do you know that you are loved?
and all the lies you've told yourself. Just let them go, let them go. 'Cause you matter. You matter.
I can't imagine all you've been through, 'cause I've not walked in your shoes.
But you will always have my heart, and I see you. You matter. You matter. Feel it all release. It's there you'll find your peace. You'll find your peace.
Do you know how much you matter?
Do you know that you are loved?
Do you know you've made a difference
In the lives you've touched? 'Cause you matter. You matter. You matter. You matter. You matter. You matter.
Thank you. I cannot believe it's already time to wrap this up. I can't. I swear. I wish, if it was up to us, I'm telling you, I wish, because also during the pandemic, we happen to have written and produced a new CD with lots of new songs.
Yeah.
And we hope that you'll also watch our YouTube channel, which we've been very busy populating in the last 14 months, since there was nothing else to do. And please ask us about, it gets cold here in the winter, doesn't it? A little bit? But don't you think Yalapa, Mexico would feel a lot better in January? We hope you'll join us for our 3rd annual retreat in Yalapa, Mexico. If you want more information about it, there's a sign-up thing out there. Okay, now it's time to do the wrap-up. That was the portion. My husband says, do you ever remember to tell people that you have things for them to look at and purchase? And I go, oh, we often forget that.
Yes, we do.
So I have to promise him we will. But in conclusion, you precious people, you attentive, open-hearted, open-eared Unity family, perhaps in the post-pandemic era, we can all release our perfectionism and be grateful for our gifts, be grateful for our health and our families and our dear friends.
Yeah, because what if, through whatever unique way of expressing it, your only purpose is to be a living, breathing, walking, talking,
Songwriting, singing, maybe.
expression of divine love.
So thank you for giving us a kind, beautiful, and accepting place to express ours.
Yeah. May you find the perfect place to express yours.
And so it is.
And so it
Thank you.
is.
Aw, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Karen and Stowe, that was absolutely wonderful. And I had forgotten, Stowe, that you were originally from Asheville, but I hope you'll come back. You know, we have a covered patio, and I was sitting there thinking, gosh, we got to get them back this fall when they can perform outside and we can just spill out, bring all 300
would
people
love
here at one
that.
time and spill out. How many of you would like to have them here in a concert?
love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Thank
We
you.
would love
We'd love
to do
that.
that.
I want to thank you for being here with us. I want to thank our live stream audience for joining us as well. If you check out the website, there are still classes and events and activities going on. Next Sunday, we'll pick up the series that we're in the midst of that's based on the gospel according to Mary Magdalene, something very unique and powerful that we've been exploring together. We want to give them an opportunity to, it just wouldn't feel right unless you would sing us out of here one more song.
Sing
more
it
song.
out.
If you do, we want to take a moment to thank you also for your continual financial support. There are some blue boxes around if you'd like to leave a love offering. We want to thank you for giving online. But all that it takes to keep this community together, will you give yourself a hand through it all? You've been doing that. Yeah. And according to the Center for Disease Control, it looks like pretty soon we may be able to shed these masks in here. So we're following the science and staying on top of that. But I just want to thank you for your faithful diligence. I know it's not easy. And it's kind of weird up here when you sit and you can't see any expressions because everybody's masked. So we want to thank you for that. But would you show them some love one more time? StoweGood.
Thank you. Thank you.
We just want to say how grateful we are to be able to come here today. Thank you for
Absolutely.
letting us share and welcoming us back into the world of the real people. So in 2008, I was diagnosed with what appeared to be a fatal case of stage 3 rectal cancer. And 11 years ago, I almost died from it. The doctors gave me only a 35% chance of living 5 years. I am thrilled to say that I beat the odds.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah. And I got the very clear message that I ain't done yet.
No kidding. And 11 years ago, oddly enough, also 11 years ago, I was diagnosed with what appeared to be a case of advanced old age. As I turned 60, and I looked around the world stages and saw a conspicuous absence of women in my age group. I saw Willie Nelson and others. I saw lots of men who were allowed to become quite wrinkly, and they were looked upon as, oh, isn't that a cool, rugged look, you know? Not so much for the women. But then Stowe and I met back up and started writing again, and I got the clear message that I ain't done yet.
Yeah, and we just want to remind you that as long as you are above the ground and under the sun, you ain't done yet either.
And so, of course, we had to write a song about it.
Yeah.
She's going to sing the first verse about me.
Look at all those candles. They say, oh my Lord, she's old. Ain't it time to hang it up when the rocking chair meets the road? 'Cause you've heard her voice on vinyl, 8 tracks and cassette. But she's still out here kicking ass. She says, I ain't done yet. I ain't done yet. I ain't
bold, declaring expiration dates on her very life and soul. Yeah, but they're not God, they're guessing, though sometimes they forget. But she's still got a song to sing. She says, I ain't done yet. Everybody, I ain't done yet. I ain't done yet. Long as I have one more breath, I ain't done yet. Woo-hoo. Yeah. I was put here for a reason, and baby, so were you. No one ever gets to tell us when we're through. Oh, I ain't done yet. No, I ain't done yet. Long as I have one more breath, I ain't done yet. One more time. I ain't done yet. I ain't done yet. Long as I have one more breath, I ain't done yet. Long as I have one more breath, I ain't done. Not yet. Oh, woohoo! Yeah! One more woohoo. Woohoo! Yeah! Yeah! Woo!
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Aw.
StoweGood.
Thank you, live people.
Love you out there.
Thank you.
We're going to send you off with a blessing. With you, rub your hands together. For StoweGood, we're going to tell them we love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we behold the divinity in you. Karen and Stowe, we love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we behold the divinity in you. Thank you so much for being
at
here today. We want to thank
Thank
you.
you.
I'm going to remind Karen that her husband said to go to your CDs and your cassettes and your vinyl and all of those things. We're going to let them go, and so you'll have the opportunity to meet them. So Lowell, if you'll just give us some beautiful house music, we'll allow them to go to their product table, and we'll let people go in sections. So if this side you want to head out first, and feel free to stop by and see them over at their table if you feel so inclined. Give them one more hand today. StoweGood.
Thank you.
And it's so good to see all of you. I hope to see you next week. Yeah. Thank you. You can head on.